$30 car tabs is moving forward on two fronts.
That's right. Yesterday, Washington's Attorney General asked the state Supreme Court to toss out an injunction to put voter-approved I-976 on hold. Well, today, initiative guru Tim Eyman filed a lawsuit of his own. Q13 Simone Del Rosario has tonight's new developments.
So this is the interesting thing about all of this, is that these are two parties who are technically on the same side of this. And remember, had car tabs been scheduled to go into effect, that would happen in 2 days. $30 car tabs would have taken effect in 2 days. Let's first start with what the Attorney General is doing, because the initiative sponsor, Tim Eyman, says he has long argued that he's not doing his job to properly defend this initiative. So the Attorney General filed an emergency motion saying that they wanted car tabs to take effect this week, filed it with the Supreme Court of the state. Remember, Seattle and King County had argued that there was so much damage that would happen to the transportation projects if I-976 went into effect on December 5th. Well, the Attorney General is arguing that there's so much damage that would be done to you, the people paying your car tabs. He said about 500,000 people in Washington are set to pay car tabs in December alone. So that's a lot of people who would be paying a lot more than $30. Well, Tim Eyman, the initiative sponsor, is saying what the Attorney General is doing, this injunction, this emergency motion, it's not enough. He argues the Attorney General is compromised. These are two parties who clearly do not get along. And Tim Eyman there with the attorney, his allies filed their own request today to the Supreme Court to throw out King County Court's decision and put the issue straight to the Supreme Court. Tim Eyman says it's something the Attorney General should have done in the first place.
They botched the case, they blew it, they couldn't clean it up, and the only chance we've got is if Steve is successful with his effort to just wipe the slate clean and say King County should never have decided this thing in the first place.
So now we have these two legal efforts working essentially parallel to each other, both of them requesting that $30 car tabs take effect in 2 days on December 5th. Look, anything can happen. The state Supreme Court could make this decision in such a quick amount of time. I would say the legal process usually doesn't happen overnight. Still plan on paying those car tabs, even though they will be a lot more than $30. But we know Tim Eyman won't be paying his. He actually says his were up in October, and he is yet to pay them.
Okay. Wow. All right. Well, Eyman is directly coming for the Attorney General here. Did he respond to this?
Well, look, you can understand why they don't get along. I mean, the Attorney General is suing Eyman on another front, but the Attorney General is also arguing that he is doing his job. He's defending the will of the voters. He sent us a statement and said that while Tim Eyman was criticizing my legal team, they were sacrificing time with their families to work over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend to prepare an emergency appeal to the Washington State Supreme Court. He says Eyman should be thanking his legal team, not criticizing it, which is exactly what Eyman is doing. He also adds this point. Eyman is now a politician running for governor. I get it. He's looking for headlines. With all due respect to Mr. Eyman, I will not be consulting him on legal strategy, and that's really what all of this is about. Tim Eyman does not think that the Attorney General has the proper strategy to defend I-976. The Attorney General saying, I am defending the will of the voters and putting anything else aside. But clearly two parties that are going to continue fighting this.
Oh, yes.
Meanwhile, December 5th is 2 days away.
I know. We'll wait and see what happens there.
All right, Simone, thank you.